Hello everybody, Jake your resident content cowboy here, Yeehaw, and boy there sure are a lot of boost emblems and a lot to figure out with all these friggin' boost emblems, but I am going to show you the best boost emblem builds. This isn't going to be Pokemon specific. I am going to make videos for each Pokemon, but right now I just want to show you generally a few of the best emblem builds in the game without question. Hope you enjoy it. Let's start with a big one. Cooldown and special attack. These ones synergize together very easily. You get 7 blacks and 6 greens, as well as 2 blue and 2 purple if you have Slowbro, Tentacruel, Venomoth, Beedrill. You need a lot of doubles here so that you can make it work, double color emblems to make this work. But if you can, this is an extremely solid build for most every single special attacker in the game, including many characters that are special attacking support or special attacking defenders. This is probably the best emblem build in the game. It works for so many different Pokemon. So if you're running a Pikachu or a Delphox or even a Blastoise oftentimes, something like this can be incredibly good. A couple things to note is that this build, the way it is, you have negative critical hit rate. So if you happen to be using a Pokemon that has critical hit, this is not an ideal build for that situation. There are some things to move around for that. But in general, special attackers, for the most part, can use this build better than any other in the game. You can use it on almost any of them. Why? Well, first of all, cooldown reduction. In my opinion, Black, the cooldown reduction emblem grouping, is the best in the game by far. There's only one thing that I think comes close to it, and I'll talk about that a little later, but Black is the best color by far. Green, full green, gives you as much special attack as you possibly can. Extra damage, that's great. And then you get a little extra boost here from 2 blue, 2 purple. There are other ways to build this, but I think this is probably the best special attack and cooldown build in the game. Let's talk about another one of the best emblem sets in the game, and that is fully focusing on critical hits. In this set, you're using emblems like Meowth, Sandslash, Sandshrew, Farfetch'd to get as much critical hit as you can. You also happen to, when built like this right here, pair up 2 white and 2 orange. A nice little bonus that you get here to your HP. I believe it's 1%, correct? 1% HP, and then, what is it? 1% attack as well. Very minor on the bonuses here. The whole point of this build is to stack as much critical hit as possible. If you're using a Pokemon that can critically hit, giving an additional 7% to that critical hit chance is huge. That's better than having a level 30 scope lens. So this is without question one of the best emblem sets in the game. For any Pokemon that can critically hit, you should definitely consider running this on. Pokemon like Cinderace, Greninja, Garchomp, you can run this on all of these Pokemon and get a huge bonus from it. Critical hits do a ton of extra damage. Just note, don't run this on Azumarill. While it can critically hit, it guarantees its critical hits, so this would be the worst possible emblem setup probably on Azumarill. Now let's say you don't want to only focus on cooldown. This, I think right here, is a pretty solid build for Pokemon like Serena, Machamp, Lucario, a lot of attack-based all-rounders you could run this on. Azumarill is another good call. With this, you're getting 6 orange, 4 purple, you are still getting 3 black, and then 2 blue right here, as well as getting a 1.6% crit chance. So it's pretty solid. It gives you bonus attack and bonus HP, and I think this is a really nice one if you don't care that much about cooldown. But again, I think it's pretty hard not to care about cooldown. This is a little bit of a weird one, but it's got a lot of HP, special defense. It's got pink, which is hindrance resistance. Right now, you can only get a max of 3 pink, but I think this does help a few Pokemon. It also gives you a bonus to attack. It does not hit a cooldown reduction bonus, but Gengar is in there to negate any movement speed decreases. This one is a little odd. I like running this on Pokemon like Greedent. I think a Pokemon like Snorlax, Blissey somewhat could benefit from this, but again, most of these Pokemon probably benefit more from cooldown reduction. However, it is pretty cool to have a reduction of hindrance effects, and I think Greedent specifically takes advantage of this pretty well. Any Pokemon where you're up in the enemy's face a lot, taking a lot of damage and taking a lot of stuns and slows, could benefit from a build like this. This is a pretty solid all-around setup that most Pokemon can take advantage of, specifically Pokemon 2 that are more tanky. This gives you a ton of cooldown, but it also has little points in everything: special attack, defense, attack, and special attack. This is kind of an all-around build that you can throw on most anything except something that wants some critical hits there. You would just switch a few of these around if you were looking for critical hits. But this can be run on your tanks like Snorlax. This could be run on some of your all-rounders, and I think you do pretty well with it. It's not super specialized, but sometimes it's nice given that we only have 3 slots. If you move around and play a lot of Pokemon, you can have something like this that you know that you can jump on and play with just about anybody and do well. Let me talk about something I'm wary of right now, and that's attack speed. Attack speed breaks down in a very interesting way in Pokemon Unite, and I think on very, very specific use cases, there could be some attack speed builds, but for the time being, I would just steer clear of attack speed because if you're unaware, it doesn't work the way you think it does, and if you are aware, you would have to know exactly how it's going to affect the Pokemon that you want perfectly, or you wouldn't want to run it. In general, if you don't want to know anything else about it, just know that 8% attack speed is not what it says it is. It is not that clear. It just doesn't go up by 8%. That is not how things work in this game. I think both blue and purple are fine, but these defenses aren't great to focus all of your energy in. You don't know what you're going to be facing on the enemy team. Likely you would be better running an all blue build if you had to pick one of the two. Then again, all white is probably better than both of them. Just giving a flat amount of HP to most Pokemon is probably better than increasing their defenses. Again, it's not entirely the case all the time, but in general, I would say white is a little stronger than blue and purple. And now we have yellow and pink. Yellow and pink are both interesting because they have bonuses that you can't reach yet. Obviously, more boost emblems are going to be added to the game as the game goes on. So I'm sure that yellow and pink could have a very, very strong build at some point. Right now, it doesn't seem to be that beneficial. If you have something you like let's say you want to run 6 HP and you want to throw 3 pinks in there or throw 3 yellows in there because you like the added bonus, cool, go for it. But right now, both of those are kind of not so amazing. If you take nothing else from this video, just take the fact that black emblems are amazing. They will probably be tuned down soon because every Pokemon can take advantage of their moves coming up quicker. Literally, you could put 7 black emblems on any Pokemon and it will be beneficial because you're using their moves all the time. I hope this helps. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. Let me know specifically if there are any you would like to see. I love you all, and I will see you all next time.